Welcome to the Google Earth layering. What I'm going to do here is to demonstrate some different concepts that we can learn about layering and mapping and relationships of how the landform has changed over time. And what we're going to focus on is the Lewis and Clark Trail that we're going to be studying about. So, for a quick overview, I'm going to give you a mini lecture on some of the things that we're going to talk about and see, and then you're going to have to do some on your own. So right here we have the Google Earth we opened, and I have inserted a map of the Lewis and Clark Trail. So as you can see, here's the trail that they go on and travel across the United States. This map happens to be an image from Google Images and has little figures on the side here that goes more into depth of what it is. What I did is overlay this on the map to show you the relation of what it looked like on an actual globe. So we have the globe and then we have the map to it. And it just adds another depth of information to the whole picture. And as we move, I found another map on Google Images that kind of does the same thing. A little different way to present the information though. We see the Lewis and Clark Trail in red from one side of the states all the way to the other side. And then if you take the layering effect and shrink it to make it more clear, you can see how the relation is to the actual world. So it's very neat that you can take a map such as a Lewis and Clark Trail and overlap it to make layers onto your map on Google Earth to see the relation of it. So that was the map of where they traveled from one to the other side of the states. And right now we're going to zoom into a place called Bridal Veil where they also went. And what I did here is take a location that I found, what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like. And then this is a map of what it used to look like. Let's zoom in here. So as you can see, it kind of had this lake, the Columbia Lake, that looks a little different than it did now. It just formed differently. The landforms helped it as I put it to more clear. You can see the lake is, the Columbia River is kind of the same, kind of not. It's evolved a little bit. But this is a great technique to use before and after pictures. Our next step, which is going to be most pertaining to us, is the Lewis and Clark Trail in relation to the Dalles, where we're at. So what I did here is took a picture of the Lewis and Clark Trail that they did on the Columbia River in the Dalles. And since we're in the Dalles, it makes more sense to us. This is a long time ago, all the way in 1858. And you can see how it just matches perfectly, so you know that this is the section that went on. It's pretty neat that we have a part of history in our town here. So based on all these pictures and that we have seen of the actual trail and then the before and after, your next assignment would be to, on a piece of graph paper, to create the path that Lewis and Clark took, the trail, from one side of the country to another, and also draw a before and after type picture of certain part of the trail that you would like. So what the landform used to look before and now what it looks like. So we'll go more into depth and figure this out by going into Google Earth ourselves. So go ahead and open the document. Let's review it again individually and then get started on the assignment.